Alright, you guys, welcome to lesson 2 of our video. Well, this is lesson 1, session 2. We are on page 9 in our books. Model it, add to find volume. So today we will be discussing some more volume stuff. So let's take a look at this here. Number 1, the rectangular prism shown below is made of unit cubes with no gaps or overlaps between the cubes. And we can see that, right? Remember, this is what we're using to measure it. And so we need to find out how many of these cubes are inside this rectangular prism. The first question here, A, says write an addition equation to find the volume of the prism. So this is kind of like what we were doing on that last one. So if we number these, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We know that there's 9 on one side. And if there's 9 on one side, how many are on the other side? All right, let's get our unit cubes back out. So we got to make this shape. So here's our first 9, right? That's the number that we just did. That is only 6. Let me go grab 3 more cubes. Let's make it so we have 9 here. All right, so we have 9 on our front side. Those are the ones that we numbered. Now if it's a rectangular prism, that means it's going to have the same number on the other side. So we have 9 blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we turn it around, let's count the white ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 and 9 equals what? Well, we know we're doing an addition equation, right? So 9 plus 9 equals, and you should all know that equals 18. Explain what each number in your addition equation represents. So what did our first number? The first 9 tells us how many unit cubes are on one side. The second 9, what does the second 9 tell us? It tells us how many are on the other side. 18 is the total unit cubes. So the 9 was at the white side, the other 9 was the blue side, and the 18 is how many are there all together. So again, this says the first 9 tells us how many unit cubes are on one side. The second 9 tells us how many are on the other side. 18 is the total unit cubes. All right, I'll give you guys a second to write that down. If you need more time, just pause the video before we go on to number 2. Number 2, suppose you add another layer of cubes on top of the rectangular prism in problem 1. What would be your addition equation for the new rectangular prism? So it says, suppose you add another layer of cubes on top of the rectangular prism in problem 1. So let's do that. Let's add it. Well, I'm going to do it in red so you can tell which one we added. We're adding another layer of cubes. Knocked over my white ones. So what did that do to our problem? I want you guys to look at it and decide. It added 3 to each side. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then what did it do to our blue side? Let's switch it around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And what is 12 plus 12? 24. So now the first number is telling us the white side, the second number is telling us the blue side, and 24 is the new volume. All right, let's go ahead and go to page 3. Okay. Okay, I cannot get my book to lay down, but there we go. Number 3. So here we're going to use multiplication to find the volume. Before we were using addition, now we are multiplying to find the volume. Okay, let's see here. The rectangular prism shown is made of unit cubes with no gaps or overlaps between the cubes. Write a multiplication equation to find the volume of the rectangular prism. Okay, so we have to write a multiplication equation. What do you think we do, you guys? What do you think it is? Well, one possible equation here, let's count up. We have 3 rows. And how many are in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4. But we have to remember there's some on the back side. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 times 8 equals 24. So it's 24 cubic units. This is very blurry all of a sudden. Okay, the next one says, explain what each number in your multiplication equation represents. Well, 3, that was our number of rows, right? All right, hold on, you guys. I'm going to... So 3 is our number of rows. And what was the 8? The 8 is how many cubes in each row. And then our 24 is the total number of cubes. All right, let's go to number 4. I know that it's kind of blurry on mine, but you guys should be able to read number 4 in your own book. Okay? Number 4. How are the addition and multiplication strategies for finding volume alike? So both you have to find the number of layers and cubes per layer. How are they different? Say we use different operations. To find our answer. Okay, let's look at number 5. So let's go back to number 4 really fast. So how are they the same? We find the number of layers and cubes per layer. We do that for both multiplication and addition. How are they different? Well, we're using different operations. We're using addition in one and we're using multiplication in another one. The result is the same because multiplication is a way to represent repeated addition. For example, the volume of the prison in problem 1 was found with the addition equation 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. But could you also be found with the multiplication equation 3 times 6 is 18? So there you go. That's how they're the same. Let's look at equation number 5. Figure A and figure B are built with unit cubes of the same size. Explain how to use the volume of figure A to find the volume of figure B. Figure A and figure B are built with unit cubes of the same size. Explain how to use the volume of figure A to find the volume of figure B. Well, let's first find the volume of figure A. So we have 1, 2, 3. That's it. So figure A equals 3. How can we use that to find the volume of figure B? Let's think about it. Well, we know that figure A is 3. And there's 4 towers like A in figure B. So we go 3 times 4 equals 12. This is figure A, 3 unit cubes. It's repeated 3 more times in unit B, or in figure B. So we know that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, turn it over, 7, 8, 9, our original 1, 10, 11, 12. So we have 4 towers times 3 unit cubes per tower. That gives us our volume of 12. Perfect. All right, you guys now need to work on pages 11 and 12 by yourself. So go ahead and stop the movie and work on those problems. Again, that's pages 11 and 12. Thanks.